we have the next problem as match the equations A, B, C and D with the lines L1, L2, L3 and L4 whose graphs are roughly drawn in the adjoining figure. Now we are given the equations of 4 lines A, B, C and D. We want to match these equations with their lines. Now let's take the line A. For line A, the equation is y is equal to 2x. That is, this line passes through the origin because if you substitute x as 0, we get y as 0. So it is a line passing through the origin. Now we look in the figure, which line passes through the origin? It is line L3. So A is line L3. We take the second equation, that is for line B, we have y minus 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now let's find out the x and the y intercept. We substitute x as 0, we get y is equal to minus 2. So the point 0 minus 2 lies on this line. Now we substitute y as 0 and get x as 1. That is, the point 1, 0 lies on this line. Now look in the figure, on which line do you see that the point 1, 0 and 0 minus 2 can lie? That could be line L4. So line B is nothing but line L4. Now we take line C. The equation is 3x plus 2y is equal to 6. Substitute x as 0. We have 2y is 6. That is y is 3. So the point 0, 3 lies on this line. Now substitute y as 0. We have x is 2. That is 2, 0 lies on this line. So we have got these 2 points 0, 3 and 2, 0 lie on the line C. Now which line can these 2 points lie on from the figure? It could be line L2. So line C is nothing but line L2. Now we take the line D. Equation is given as y is equal to 2. And we know this is obviously a line parallel to the x-axis. So which could this line be? This is nothing but line L1. So line D is line L1. Now let's look at our next problem. A, B, C are the vertices of triangle ABC. Find the coordinates of the centroid G of triangle ABC and also find the equation of a line through G and parallel to AB. So we first draw the figure as a triangle ABC, mark the point G which is the centroid, and we draw the line parallel to AB as DE. Now in this we are asked to find the coordinates of the point G. Now we know that the coordinates of a centroid are given as x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. So we get 2 plus 4 plus 9 upon 3 and 5 plus 3 plus 7 upon 3. On simplification, 15 upon 3 and 15 upon 3, that is 5 and 5. So the coordinates of the point G are 5, 5. Now in the second part, we want to find the equation of a line through G and parallel to AB. Now let DE be parallel to AB. We've already taken that. Now to find the equation of a line, we need to know one point and the slope of the line. Now we already know a point on the line, which is G. Now how can we find the slope of DE? To do that, we need to first find the slope of AB. Now for AB, the coordinates are 2 and 5 and 4 and 3. So slope of AB will be y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, which is 3 minus 5 upon 4 minus 2 equals minus 2 upon 2 equals minus 1. So we have got the slope of AB is minus 1. But that will be the same as slope of DE because these two lines are parallel. So we have slope of DE is nothing but minus 1. Now the required equation of the line DE is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. That is y minus 5 equals minus 1 into x minus 5. We get y minus 5 is equal to minus x plus 5. Take x and y's on one side. X plus y minus 10 is equal to 0 is the required equation of the line. We have the next problem as a straight line passes through the points P minus 2, 5 and Q 6, minus 3. It intersects the coordinate axis at points A and B. M is the midpoint of segment AB. Find the equation of the line, the coordinates of A and B and the coordinates of M. Now here we are given the points P and Q. Now we want to find the equation of the line. To find the equation, we need the slope of the line PQ and one point, which could be either P or Q. So let's find the slope of PQ. That is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Here the coordinates of P and Q are given as minus 2, 5 and 6, minus 3. So slope is minus 3 minus 5 upon 6 minus of minus 2. That is minus 8 upon 8, which is minus 1. Now the equation of PQ in point slope form is given as y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. We get y minus 5 is equal to minus 1 into x minus of minus 2. Simplify, y minus 5 is equal to, we'll open the brackets also, minus x minus 2. That can be rearranged to get x plus y minus 3 equal to 0. So this is the required equation of the line. Now second part, we want to find the coordinates of A and B. To do that, we will substitute y as 0 in the equation of the line. We get x is 3. Why are we substituting y as 0? Because this is a point on the x-axis. So the coordinates of A are 3, 0. Now to get the point B, we substitute x as 0 because this is a point on the y-axis. We get y is 3. So the coordinates of point B are 0, 3. Now we also want to find the coordinates of the point M. M is the midpoint of AB. So coordinates by midpoint formula will be 3 plus 0 upon 2 and 0 plus 3 upon 2. That is 3 by 2, 3 by 2. So we have got the coordinates of M also. Now let's look at this topic from the board point of view. This topic carries 3 to 8 marks in the ICSE board examination. There can be 1 or 2 questions based on this topic, but generally there are 2 questions from this topic, and they could be either in section A or section B. Now, where can you lose marks in this topic? Whenever you are finding out the slope, write the formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Please do not write it as x2 minus x1 upon y2 minus y1. No. Now, second thing what you need to remember is always draw the figures wherever required and in pencil only. Then the third thing, whenever you are using the formula for the equation of a line, substitute the coordinates properly and also the slope of the line. Now let's look at some board problems. We start with the March 2004 board question, which is PQR are the vertices of triangle PQR. Write down the equation of the median of the triangle through R. Now we know the property of a median. It divides the line into 2 equal halves. Now we are given the coordinates of the points PQR. We mark L as the midpoint of PQ. So the coordinates of L will be 3 plus 7 upon 2 and minus 2 plus 4 upon 2, which is 5 and 1. So we've got the coordinates of the point L. Now we need to find the equation of RL. That is, we must know the slope of line RL. Now we have the coordinates of R as minus 2 minus 1 and L as 5 and 1. So the slope of line RL will be y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, that is 1 minus of minus 1 upon 5 minus of minus 2. That gives us 1 plus 1 upon 5 plus 2, which is nothing but 2 upon 7. So we've got the slope of line RL as 2 by 7, and we have R passes through this line, that is with coordinates minus 2 minus 1. So equation of RL can be obtained by point slope form as y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. We get y minus of minus 1 equals 2 by 7 into x minus of minus 2, that is y plus 1 is equal to 2 upon 7 into x plus 2. We have 7y plus 7 is equal to 2x plus 4. Take x and y's on one side, we get 2x minus 7y minus 3 is equal to 0. So this is the required equation of the median. Now we take the next board problem, which is March 2005 board question as, in the adjoining figure, write down the coordinates of A, B and C and then find the equation of the line through A and parallel to BC. Now we are already given the figure. From that we can see the coordinates of A will be, first take the x coordinate, it will be minus 1 and the y coordinate 2. So coordinates of point A are minus 1, 2. Now take for point B, the x coordinate is 2 and the y coordinate is 3. So point B is 2, 3. Now take point C, the x coordinate will be 3 and the y coordinate 0 because it is a point on the x-axis. Coordinates of point C are 3, 0. Now in the same sum, we are asked to find the equation of the line through A and parallel to BC. Now to do that, we need to know one point, which is A, and we need to know the slope of the line parallel to BC. We can first find the slope of BC. Now for BC, the coordinates are 2, 3 and 3, 0. So the slope of BC is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, which is equal to 0 minus 2 upon 3 minus of minus 1, which gives minus 2 upon 4, that is minus half. Now we want the slope of a line parallel to BC. Now we know if two lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. So the required line slope will be minus 1 by 2. Now equation of the line can be found out by using point slope form, that is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. We get y minus 3 is equal to minus half into x minus 2. Cross multiply, 2y minus 6 is equal to, open the brackets, minus x plus 2. Take x and y's on one side. X plus 2y is equal to 2 plus 6, that is 8. So the required equation of the line is x plus 2y is equal to 8. Now we take the next board problem, that is March 2007 board question. Find the equation of the line parallel to the line 3x plus 2y is equal to 8 and passes through the point 0, 1. Now here we are given the equation of the line. We want to find the equation of the line which is parallel to this line. So we must first find the slope of the given line. To do that, we will write it in the form y is equal to mx plus c. we have 2y is equal to minus 3x plus 8, that is y equals minus 3 by 2x plus 8 by 2, which gives us minus 3 by 2x plus 4. Now we compare this with y is equal to mx plus c, we get the slope is minus 3 by 2. Now we are asked to find the equation of a line parallel to this line. So the slope of the required line will also be minus 3 by 2, and this line passes through the point 0, 1. So we can get the equation of this line using point slope form as y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, that is y minus 1 equals minus 3 by 2 into x minus 0, cross multiply and open the brackets, 2y minus 2 is equal to minus 3x. So 3x plus 2y minus 2 is equal to 0 is the required equation of the line. Now let's look at the March 2008 board question, which is points A and B have coordinates 7, minus 3 and 1, 9 respectively. Find first part the slope of AB, second part the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line segment AB, and the third part the value of P if minus 2, P lies on it. Now we are given the 2 points A and B with their coordinates as 7, minus 3 and 1, 9. Now slope of AB will be y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, which is equal to 9 minus of minus 3 upon 1 minus 7, that is 12 upon minus 6, which gives us minus 2. Now we want to find the equation of the line which is perpendicular bisector of line AB. Now we have the slope of line AB as minus 2. So what is the slope of the line which is perpendicular to AB? It will be the negative reciprocal of AB, that is we get half. Now we have the slope of the required line as half. Now we want midpoint of AB, that is 7 plus 1 upon 2 and minus 3 plus 9 upon 2. We get 4 and 3. So the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line segment AB will be y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. We have y minus 3 equals half into x minus 4, cross multiply, 2y minus 6 is equal to x minus 4, take x and y's on one side, x minus 2y plus 2 is equal to 0 is the required equation of the line. Now for the third part, find the value of P if minus 2, P lies on the line. So let's substitute the x coordinate as minus 2 and the y coordinate as P in the equation of the line. We have minus 2 into P plus 2 is equal to 0. That is minus 2P is 0. So we get P is equal to 0. Now let's look at the brain map for this topic. We have now seen the slope or the gradient of a line, then what are collinear points, and how to find the equation of a line. Let's revise them at a glance. Now for the slope can be given as y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now the slope of x-axis is 0. Slope of y-axis is not defined. Now if two lines are parallel, then the slopes are equal. If two lines are perpendicular, then the product of their slopes is minus 1. Now if a line is parallel to the x-axis, its slope is 0, and if a line is parallel to the y-axis, its slope is not defined. Then for collinear points, 3 points A, B, C are collinear if slope of AB is equal to slope of BC. We have seen how to find the equation of a line, which can be done in 3 ways. The first way, when you are given the slope and the y-intercept, the equation is y is equal to mx plus c. The second way is the point slope form, that is, we are given one point and the slope of the line. Equation will be y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. The third way is when you are given the 2 points on the line. Then we first need to find the slope m as y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. And then the equation will be written as y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Now this is a very important chapter from the board point of view, so revise and re-revise this topic and score full marks in your ICSE board exams in this topic.